It is week 7 in the NFL, and we are here on a late night Saturday in beautiful Ohio. Again, we're not claiming Northeast, we're not claiming South. It is just me, your boy Chill, and we're going to break down everything you need to know on the week 7 main slate for DFS. So turn on the open signs, grab a menu as we open up the week 7 edition of the DFS Deli. And welcome into the DFS Deli. I, of course, am the proprietor of this delicatessen, Saleh Ali Shahid, on once again a late Saturday night as I've been extremely fatigued and busy with life. It's a miracle that I'm here now, but we're going to break it down for you. Our man Baker is at work, and I am not staying up till 2 to 3 a.m. to try and talk fantasy football. So, having said that, joining me tonight is, of course, one of my best friends on the planet, Chili, welcome back to work. Thanks for joining me tonight. How's everything going, man?
This is my main job. I can't speak for Baker. I thought the other job was his part-time job, so I can't speak for him. We had a
He
good
did
day
say
today.
that. He
You know, we
did
had,
say that.
we had a good day today. It was mega, this guy's day. So you
Yeah, we
know,
went out and caught some mega Rayquaza.
yeah, we
We
caught
got
some
it
mega
done.
requests out here. But no, just taking a look here at the slate, I think it's a little bit of a trickier slate. I don't think you have. You do have some super chalk at running back, but then you have weather concerns that we have to navigate through, and yeah, man, it's a weird slate. But let's see what we can come up with. So let's get ready to dive on in and call it a day.
I was gonna say the thing, say the thing, say the thing. But yeah, before we get into anything week 7 related, I think we have to go back into week 6 as the DFS Deli, of course, had a nice bink last week, taking down a afternoon only slate show. So why don't you break down for the people how we came up on the DFS Deli?
Yeah, so I did manage to take down an afternoon only slate. For the on FanDuel. It's the I don't know the exact name of the contest, but it's the $44 one. So I did have three lineups into that. So I did take down the slate. The lineup that won, I did fade one Christian McCaffrey in that lineup. Luckily, the big difference there, I think, between me and the other people, I think was either I had Genty, Jacobs, and Rashid White, uh, or Rashad White. Uh,
Rashad, yeah,
yeah,
Rashad.
and that lineup. But the biggest difference maker in that lineup was Jamar Chase. Obviously, as we've seen from the Thursday night game, Joe Flacco is going to pepper that young man with as many targets as we can. Again, we know the strategy. Number one is always an open. Okay,
Yep.
so
Yep.
Joe Flacco runs this play to a T. Although Thursday could have been a little more profitable, T. Higgins made the right football play, but I was 4 yards away from a $1,300 on a two-leg parlay. Again, I'm not going to sit here and bash T. Higgins. That's gambling and that's football. He made the right play. So, but no,
Yep.
it was a great day for the Deli. Again, playing optimal players in tough spots sometimes does work. He was only like 12% owned on FanDuel, which in a afternoon only type of a slate, that's low. So
Yeah.
again, that was the difference maker when he caught that long-ish touchdown against the Packers. That's what did put me ahead of the field. So other than that,
Right.
it was a great week.
Right. And we pointed out, I mean, Jamar Chase was one of the core plays that I was stressing everybody. Me and Baker were on the same page. I do believe you backed this as well. That sometimes you just play good players. Like, why are we not playing just flat out good players? We understand the situation, but Jamar Chase is elite. And even on the main slate, he was, I think, in my $100 single, he was 4% owned. So Jamar Chase should never be 4% owned.
Yeah,
So,
I would assume going into next week, and this is pending. I think Cincinnati plays the Jets. I think. I
mhm.
expect him to be one of the most chalkiest people on the slate. If not, we'll worry about that next week.
Yep.
Uh, we'll see.
Yeah, we are again forward thinking show, but not that forward. So
No, 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 not that forward.
But yeah, if obviously you don't know what we do here on the DFS Deli, we go ahead and break down our favorite positions at each position: quarterback, running back, receiver, tight end, sprinkle in a little defense, and we wrap up the shop. So, having said that, make sure before you get out of here, you hit that like and subscribe button, because the only way that you can pay your tab here at the DFS Deli, of course, is by hitting the like and subscribe. So, if you're viewing, enjoying the content, make sure you go ahead and do that for us. That's the only form of payment we will accept. But before we do that, Chill, I think you know. I think you know what we must do. I think you need to grab your favorite beverage of choice, whether it's water for me for the night,
It's water.
yeah, a glass of wine, beer, wherever you're consuming your podcast. We must raise the glass for the fallen of week 6. Pains me to say it, Chill, but Fred Warner, Puka Nakua, Emeka Ibuka. I want to say Kyler Murray because, Battlefield came out and he has a mysterious foot injury, but Kyler Murray, Garrett Wilson, and of course other notables: David Njoku, Darius, we still can't break the Slayton, Chris Godwin. The injuries keep piling up, but of course, for you all, we raise the glass for the fall and wish you all a speedy recovery.
We got one more. Brian Callahan lost his job.
What a joke of a coach. May you find many success as a coordinator wherever you end up landing. We raise the glass for you.
Unrelated note, we can make this into a Titans part for Baker. Because did you hear what 2 coaches they were reaching out to first?
Oh God, no, I didn't hear who they want.
Arthur Smith, and then Baker's mortal enemy as a head coach, one Matt Nagy.
What did he say?
Not Matt. Oh my God. Are the Titans okay? Do we need to get wellness check on the Titans?
All the stuff I was seeing from the Titans stuff. I think people want them to go get John Gruden, because I think we're past the time where people forgot about his emails. So I think John Gruden was the guy.
Yeah, John Gruden can come back. Screw it. Why not? Yeah,
right.
I'm fine with that. Man, the Titans are in shambles, boy. They're in shambles.
Yeah, but this, listen, I'm not going to defend Cam Ward here, but isn't this the after the coach gets firing situation where the team is going to step it up? They are bad.
That team is so bad. That is not going to happen.
I bet you Baker would be screaming for some Cam Ward.
Oh, for sure. I did ask him to text the group if he has any plays. So there you go. We'll get there.
He did text the group. He did text.
He did.
He did send the bat signal.
All right. So here we go. We're going to get into it. Let's start at the quarterback position. It looks like the slate is highlighted around one game, which of course we'll get to. But I guess all the chalk is basically centered around it, and you might be seeing a different Chill. 3 guys: Patrick Mahomes, Dakota Prescott, and Jalen and Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, that's what I got on DraftKings. On FanDuel, I got Mahomes, Daniels, and then Herbert, and then Dak is right underneath Herbert.
So I guess where are you starting? Are you going to lock in one of those guys, or are we trying to get contrarian? Because basically, if you don't get to the top of those guys, you're basically contrarian. So where do you want to go?
I'm at the rate that the Kansas City passing offense has been going, and this offense is clicking. We'll get to the wide receiver stuff, but obviously Rashee Rice is back. Pat Mahomes has been on a tear. Kind of from the stuff that I'm reading, he's trusting his offensive line a lot more, which is, leading to this kind of resurgence in the passing game. they basically have no running game. I think Pat Mahomes leads the team in rushing. I could be wrong. Um, and he's
That team can't
also
run the football to save their damn
no,
life.
yeah. So again, I mean, and truthfully, like Pat Mahomes at this point offers like a really good rushing upside too. He's going to be the highest owned quarterback on the slate. I mean, at this point on DraftKings at 7K for Pat Mahomes is he's probably underpriced at this point going up against this Las Vegas team. The only fear you have with Mahomes is like, are they going to keep their foot on the gas? They probably will. Because I know like there's a lot of history here with like the Raiders and stuff. I know they break out the Kermit stuff and all that stuff, but
Yeah.
I mean, on the field, like the field is definitely going to start with Pat Mahomes. As you're taking a look at another viable quarterback, Dak Prescott, going up against this Washington team. Same thing with Daniels. This is the highest point total game on the slate. I don't even think it's particularly close in terms of that. Both of these guys are going to be interesting. The Mahomes stuff, or not the Mahomes, the Dak Prescott stuff gets interesting because CeeDee Lamb is back. So
Mhm.
which kind of makes like Pickens and Ferguson, like their values are a little bit inflated now with CD being back. So it kind of makes it interesting on how you want to stack him. I know Baker here said he did like Dak doubles. So it can be a little bit interesting. I'm going to give you two off the wall reservations. Give me your opinion on them.
And
I
listen, wait, even before you go there, because I think that anybody that's listening to the DFS Deli has heard all the four mentioned names that we've said.
yeah,
This is not what we do here. Okay.
no.
I'm not knocking that those are great plays because, like, the hole in Jaden Daniels' game is that, yes, he has the rushing floor. Of course, he's one of the rushing, elite quarterbacks on this slate, him and Jalen Hurts. But it's just like, who is he throwing the ball to? There's
Us.
no F1 and there's no Debo tomorrow. And Zach Ertz has an injury tag too. So we're talking Jaden Daniels, who's going to be one of the highest owned quarterbacks on the slate, throwing to Luke McCaffrey and Chris Moore. If I know Dallas stinks. I understand that. But and Dallas is down Travion Diggs tomorrow too. Not that he was helping. I mean, he stinks too. But no Travion Diggs tomorrow too. So what gives first, right? The unstoppable force or the
I mean,
immovable object?
they did lose. Now, listen. Carolina is actually playing at a really good rate.
I
Like they,
know,
but I
right?
mean, like Bryce Young got it done with basically. I mean, if you take Ted out of their lineup, like who was he throwing to? I mean, like so playing the J like is
Ted
your
had 3 catches, chill. There's two of
but
them were in the end zone.
right right. I mean, so at like this point, like I don't know if you're better if you're gonna play Jaden Daniels. Do you play him naked? Do you gotta throw somebody in there? Like it's a really interesting play. People are going to play it. I guess you're just gonna have to bank on what commie wide receiver hits.
If any of them, because I mean,
Uh,
like, Zach Ertz is obviously going to get steamed. Of course, we're going to talk about tight ends when we get there. But Little Bill is already the chalk at running back. And it's just like, yeah, I get it. You probably want pieces of this game, but do we have to go down the Dak Prescott and Jaden Daniels route? So
no,
I want you to hit me with those two names, and
yeah,
I want to see if we're on the same page with them. Go
I
on.
I don't think we're gonna be on the I don't think we're gonna be on the same page. Maybe. Um,
To me,
I do like Jalen Hurts this week.
that's one of them. Go on.
I do like Hurts this week. They are coming off of the mini bye. They are going up against Minnesota, and although the way I'm going to play Hurts personally, I'm playing him with Saquon um, because like Minnesota is not good against the run. And again, I do believe this game is at Minnesota, so we have no weather concerns whatsoever.
Correct.
So, and again, here, this guy wasn't on my radar, but if you do want to play Carson Wentz in the same sense, Philadelphia's defense has not been elite. It's actually kind of been bottom to middle of the road. here.
Mhm.
And then like kind of my ugly play this week, and I don't think a lot of people are going to play the pieces around him. Bo Nix at home against the Giants.
I mean, you want to talk about the rushing floor? There it is. I mean, Bo Nix definitely has the rushing floor, along with Drake May. Of course, he does have the rushing floor as well. Because it's funny, because like at the beginning of the week when we didn't record, Drake May was like the chalk because he went against Tennessee, and now no one was playing Dak Prescott. Now everyone's playing Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes and Jaden Daniels and Justin Herbert to a lesser extent, but now no one wants to play Drake May. So
I do like the Drake May take. It is the
I think I'm like
It is the Mike Vrabel revenge game, and he's not going to stop. I
there
don't
it
think he's
is.
going to stop.
There it is.
He's going
That's
to get.
exactly what I was alluding to.
He's going to get in that ass for them firing him, which they should have never fired him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care how bad he was for the Titans. Like, they should have never fired him. Never should have fired him.
Yeah, I think we get back on this Drake May thing like right now.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that nobody's playing him. I took a look at it and nobody's playing him. No,
I think that's the move because like let's say because I play on FanDuel obviously, and Drake May is 8,200, which is pricey, but then Dak Prescott is 8,300, and everyone's just gonna find the $100 to get to Dak Prescott. And again, Jalen Hurts is $100 more than Dak Prescott. So it's like no one's going to get to the Jalen Hurts button. I get it that Minnesota is exceptional against the pass, but a lot of people are going to play AJ Brown this week. No one's going to play Slim. No one's going to play Dallas Goedert. If you're going to play the Jalen Hurts side of it, and I get it, your take with Saquon makes sense. But if you want to go the pass catcher route, I would say Dallas Goedert and the Slim Reaper make for the most contrarian stack you could probably think of outside of, once again, the Drake May stuff. Because, again, Tennessee is so bad and they're so lost. And you already know that, the Patriots don't know what they want to do in the backfield already. So I think this is a prime opportunity. We can go ahead and fire up some Drake May. And I'm cool with Jalen Hurts, too. The pieces are a little more expensive, but we can fit it. We can fit it.
At least with Jalen Hurts, you kind of know where the ball's going on those pieces. The Patriot side, like again, it could be Booty, could be Diggs, it could be Henry, it could be Drake May on the ground. The running back situation, honestly, at this point is kind of horrendous.
Yeah.
But it does make for an interesting take because like Tennessee is really bad against the run. At this point, they are second to last worst against the run. Cincinnati was the worst, and we saw what Jalen Warren did to those boys on Thursday. But unrelated. So again, here, even that part of it, that backfield's kind of hard to call. But I do like the Drake May take for sure. Nobody, like you said, nobody's playing Drake May tomorrow. I think the most intriguing play on the slate, and nobody's going to be playing them. There is a lot of weather concern, but like nobody's playing Caleb Williams tomorrow. Now
I had Caleb Williams in the back pocket as well. Yeah.
And now Chicago, the rain is supposed to stop before the game starts, but there is some wind concerns. And what you figure is going to be a competitive matchup because like the Saints have not got blown out. Like although they lost to 12 points by the Bills, like that was a one score game within the fourth quarter. So like if you're
the Saints are not a bad football team. Like,
they are not. They are not, and they are very high in pace. So if you are not a weather person, you just play Caleb Williams and you walk away. So it is a little bit of an interesting play because, like I said, nobody's playing Caleb Williams tomorrow.
No, not even a little bit. Anybody else that we missed at the QB spot? Because again, I think this is the most fun week that we can get weird. Like yeah. I think the chalk is the chalk for a reason, but there are pathways to the chalk busting. I can really see this.
I mean, if you want to stay on the Jackson Dart train, like they are, like nobody's playing Jackson Dart. Denver has the number one defense in the NFL, I do believe. They do get the most sacks as well. We could maybe play Denver's defense, but nobody's
Yeah.
playing Dart. Also, with Josh Jacobs did pop up on the injury report. If you want to sell me that they're going to rely on Jordan Love more, now no, you don't know the pieces around him, but if you want to sell me that they're, and I mean, Jacoby Brissett damn near won that football game last week.
Jacoby
So,
was doing his thing, man. Jacoby was
so
doing his
if
thing.
if you want to sell me on the idea that you're going to play, that you want to play like a low owned Jordan Love, in again that game's in Arizona, so no weather concern. Um, he's coming in. I mean, he'll be 1%, and any main slate, Jordan Love's going to
Sure.
be 1%.
Sure.
So if you want to sell me on that, I could get behind it. Again, picking if you want to go Love, Kraft, and just play Golden because out of the bye week they did look like they schemed and targeted him more.
Mhm.
It makes sense for me. And also, Jordan Love was the guy I had for winning the GPP, so I'll give him a little bit of a shout out.
Right. Of course. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with all those takes, man. I think, like I said, I think number one for me right now is probably going to be Drake May. If I'm going to be building one or two lineups, like I said, I like the Dak play, I like the Jaden Daniels play, but again, there's pathways to failure that I'm willing to disregard and hope for the best with some of these contrarian pieces. And I'm not saying like your entire lineup has to be contrarian, but if you go like one or two pivots, I think you'll be just fine tomorrow. So yeah, we get to slide over to running back.
Yeah, I think so.
So the chalk is centered around Brees Hall, Jacoby Krosky Merritt, Javonte Williams, Quinson Junkins, and JT, because JT is JT and he's the best running back in football, and blah 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 blah. We are again in the Ohio area, and we know that we're going to let the people know right now that there is going to be some weather tomorrow, as we had a beautiful day today, and that all goes to shit tomorrow.
Yeah,
So,
this was easily going to be one of the best October days that we've had in years. I mean, it's
oh God, yes.
ideal. It is
I
ideal
mean,
outside. It's still nice outside.
perfect. It was 78, sunny, beautiful and crisp.
A little
And
bit of
tomorrow,
a little bit of a wind, and yeah, tomorrow
yeah, a
we
little bit of
enter
a
a
gust
hurricane.
of wind. Right. And tomorrow is going to be absolute shit.
Hey,
So,
before you get to running back, Baker did
yeah.
mention playing a low owned Justin Fields.
I will never play Justin Fields ever again. He won me my money 2 weeks ago. I'm good. He's not playing the Cowboys anymore, so we're good.
But I just thought I'd toss it out there for Bake. He does like, Justin Fields, and we'll cover the tight end when we get there.
Excellent. So tell me, when the rain hits, does it favor the running game? Because I mean, like, I get the conditions suck, but I'd rather see snow than I would rain when it comes to the running back position.
So here's the way I look at it. This is the most Junkins is easily the most. This could backfire really
Volatile.
bad
Volatile is the word you're
because,
looking
like,
for.
yeah, I mean, perfect. I do appreciate it. Now listen, Miami is historically bad against the run, but they may just put 10 people in the box. And the
Well,
Browns may,
they don't really have a choice. I mean, like, this weather does not favor passing whatsoever.
yeah, and the Browns may do the same thing to Achan.
Oh, sure.
But again here, Junk, you could fade him and pray.
Mm-hmm.
again,
Yeah.
again, Miami is so bad. They did give up like a decent game to the Chargers backfield last week, and I can't even remember their names. All right, but that's how bad Miami is against the run.
You talk about Kamani Vidal tearing them up?
Correct. I mean, at this point, who hasn't had a good game against that Miami run defense? Also, I think potentially here in this game, I think both head coaches are coaching maybe for their jobs in this game.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. That's true.
again, man, Judkins, like, I may play him in a couple lineups. I may fade him in a couple lineups. At this point, it's so hard to call because it's really no different than like the Brees Hall chalk as well.
That's the easiest fade for me on the board. Dude, if I get beat by Brees Hall, I get beat by Brees Hall.
I mean,
like,
and
this team
Carolina
sucks. They suck.
Now, the couple points I can make for Brees are that last week he's basically got nobody left behind him, and he is playing all three downs. But at the same time, like Carolina's run defense has been getting better and better and better and better. Also, with Carolina running the ball more, it's like kind of slowing these games down. So like they're not as like Carolina by no means is a top 10 defense, kind of like how they are sitting right now. They'll probably regress back to the norm. But like both of those pieces of chalk are they're so sketchy. I'd rather just play Bill. I'd rather just eat that chalk.
I think that's the chalk I'm going to eat. I'm just going to go ahead and eat the Bill Krosky Merritt chalk and call it a day. I have no problem with that.
Again here. And then, man, like, you could play Judkins at his ownership, or if you really want to get ugly, again, Tennessee is horrific against the run. Ramondre Stevenson is sitting there at 5,200. It's an ugly click. It's not a good click.
He's so bad at football.
Again, I am not saying it's a great click, but he is literally sitting there at 5,200 at 1/4 the ownership as Judkins.
Yeah. Listen, I think that, and I want to get your opinion on what's going to happen with this Carolina backfield. Obviously, we have Chuba Hubbard back. They said, the coach is very vague about what's going to happen. But to be honest, man, it's the Jets. I think both Rico, who's been our hero for the past 2 weeks, can get there. And if you want to get frisky and play Chuba Hubbard. Like, the thing with Chuba Hubbard is that they paid him. Right. So they're not going to let all that money sit on the bench and not play when he's healthy. But Rico has been so good that you can't deny that he should be playing. So it's like, you want to talk about volatility. Both these running backs offer that, but with upside, because the Jets are so bad that I think playing one of these guys could reap benefits. And no one's going to play him because of the uncertainty of the backfield and how that split's going to work. So I'm cool with trying to get with one of them in the lineup. And of course, just like I alluded to earlier, Kamani Vidal has a good matchup as well. It looks like he's going to be the lead guy. But again, they came out and said, like, they're going to play the hot hand, and he just happened to be the hot hand last week. So
who is
volatility there as well. But
who isn't the hot hand against the Dolphins? You and I could be the hot hand.
I agree.
They are so bad at football.
I agree.
We don't need to literally keep beating a dead fish here. Literally, they're dead.
Because they're a dolphin and they're
technically they're a mammal, right? Okay.
Exactly.
Semantics here. Fun question for you on FanDuel. You playing JT at 10K?
No,
I didn't think so. Neither would I.
No, that's just too much.
Yeah. Again, he could get 30.
He could get 30.
He could get 30. And if he doesn't,
he could get like 20, and you'll be salty about it.
100%.
20, you could be pissed.
I'm going to toss out again, chalky, but I do like Javonte Williams. We saw DeAndre Swift kind of have a resurrection on Monday night. The running backs going off in that game kind of screws it up. Again, the less the ownership, the running backs are still going to be owned, but they shouldn't be as owned as some of the other pieces in that game. So again, I do like Javonte. Two guys that we'll get your opinion on here. I like Saquon this week. So I will have some Saquon. And then Jordan Mason going up against this Eagles rush defense. Again, the Eagles run defense isn't great either. We do have Carson Wentz in the revenge game, so there's some narrative there.
Revenge.
So I do like Jordan Mason as well. Again here,
Yeah, I can get
Um,
behind Jordan Mason for sure, and I can also get behind Saquon Barkley. I think like a good mini for me, contrarian wise, would be like Jordan Mason and Slim Reaper, or Jordan Mason and AJ Brown, or if you go on the opposite end, like Jordan Addison and Saquon Barkley, like something like that. Like I think this game has the potential to be that good game on the slate where we look back at the end score and be like, "Damn, I should have took more pieces from that game."
yeah, I mean, it's kind of reminding me of like like the out of the popular games on the slate, the Colts Chargers game is kind of going to be is like kind of the third game in terms of like kind of ownership.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like I could easily see the Minnesota Philly game being a lot better than the Colts Chargers game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then again, in terms of that, like nobody's gonna play Cam Scatterboo at his price and the matchup.
Nope.
If you're still on the hype train of one Cam Scatterboo,
Uh-huh.
I technically don't play running backs against the Chiefs, so I'm not really thinking about Genty this week personally. The Chiefs kind of just want you to beat them via the pass. Um, Another kind of gross click that I do like the Denver pieces, so I don't mind Dobbins at 5,600. Truthfully, again,
Yeah, I can get behind that. Yeah.
kind of gross, but this Giants defense, although it is getting better, it's not particularly great. And Denver's at home too, which I think will make a little bit of a difference. So, it's kind of the pieces I like. Is there anybody that you kind of thinking about, or
Nah, I think my running back pool is always very, very condensed. Like I said, it's probably going to be Little Bill, Kamani Vidal. I'm gonna take a shot in the Carolina backfield with one of those guys. Yeah, that's basically the end of the list.
yeah,
And Jordan Mason, I do like Jordan Mason this week, like a lot.
yeah?
So he'll
I
probably be
mean,
another core piece too.
yeah, me personally, I'm probably not touching the Carolina backfield. I don't really like to play into the splits. Again, one of them could absolutely break the slate. So I'm willing to risk it at their ownership where even if they
It
go
won't
off
hurt
the
you.
charts,
It
even
won't
if
hurt you. Right.
correct, I don't think it's gonna hurt me as long as some of these other pieces just kind of do okay.
For sure. And I think I'm on the if Brees Hall beats me, he beats me. If Quishon Judkins beats me, he beats me. That's the way I'm rolling with it. So wide receiver. So CeeDee Lamb makes his return to prominence for the Dallas Cowboys as we are looking at him and George Pickens garnering a lot of ownership. Chris Olave has some good ownership. Other than that, I mean, you don't really see too many people in the 20s. I don't know what you're seeing
I
on your end.
I have Chris Moore as the three
Oh yeah,
K
DraftKings. That's right.
as
That's
the
right.
3K crapper. He's at 20%.
That makes sense on DraftKings. Yeah. Yeah.
So let me just toss that out there. DraftKings, I'm looking at Mr. Rashid Rice as one, Sedarius Lamb is two, Jetta three, Chris Moore is four, and then the returning Quentin Johnston is number five.
Chris Moore, we haven't seen him for a while, but he is a member of
The
the
brand.
brand. He is a member of the brand. So I might have to play Chris Moore.
Oh,
I totally forgot he was I forgot he was in the NFL.
yeah.
But I totally forgot he's a member of the brand.
I will also point out that the Colts did place Charvarius Ward on injured reserve. So with him going on injured reserve, I'm kind of intrigued by the Chargers pass catchers, um, particularly the young guys in Johnston and Ladd.
Mm-hmm.
So I know we're starting off a little bit early with the pass catcher. Well, not early, but I
No,
do
no,
kind
we're,
of
we're
like
we're right where we need to be. We're right where we need to be.
yeah. So I kind of do like those two. Again, you mentioned it earlier, but the secondary wide receivers in the Vikings and Eagles game, nobody's playing the Slim Reaper, nobody's playing Addison. If you want to run one of those two guys back in those type of stacks. Nobody's playing them. Um,
I love Jordan Addison this week. I love him. I love Jordan Addison this week.
Again here, Rome Odunze is going to be a little bit underowned due to the weather, I believe. I mentioned the Broncos guys, but I do like Cortland Sutton. Um, Honestly, like Sean Payton has been scheming Broncos guys wide open. Bo Nix can just pass the ball, but like we do know in that offense, the ball is going to find Cortland Sutton. Um, so I do like Sutton this week as well. One guy I'll mention, and I'll kick it back to you. But nobody's playing Xavier Worthy in that Chiefs Raiders game. If you want to fade Rice and play Worthy, now Worthy is a little bit priced up from Rice, but it's not like his role is going to go away. I think if you really want to get different in that game, you just play Worthy and walk away.
Not on FanDuel. They forgot to put him in the player pool, and then they slapped him at 7,500
at Rashee Rice.
Yeah.
Yeah. On DraftKings, he's basically free.
I don't understand FanDuel. I never will. I don't even want to. Screw it.
Yeah, on DraftKings, he's 5,600.
But yeah, Xavier Worthy is $7K on FanDuel, so a discount from Rashee Rice. I guess we should talk about it. I mean, and it looks like the field is saying I don't really care, but CeeDee Lamb coming back from the injury, because like both the Dallas receivers can't garner this much ownership, right? Like, I guess if you want to do Dak doubles, you can do that. But at that point, like, and obviously we'll get to tight end when we get there, I would just play the snake and call it a day.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they can. I'm seeing Pickens at half of CD's ownership. And it might be less than that because, like, are people really confident in paying $7,300 for George Pickens?
He's priced up. I think he was priced as if CD may not play.
For sure. He's priced up. He's priced at number one wide receiver stat.
Yes.
I mean, if CeeDee Lamb wasn't playing in this game, he'd probably be the highest owned wide receiver on the slate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I don't even think it would have been close. You would have seen him and Rashee Rice up there at both 33% and stuff like that. So, I guess if you want to get different, you just play Pickens. It's half the ownership.
Yeah. To take ownership discount. Yeah, of course. And the good thing about it is that, they play late. So if you got a late swap, there's an easy way to get some percentage off. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's an easy late swap because CeeDee Lamb is 75, George Pickens is 73. So, I mean, easiest late swap in the world. Speaking of late swap, I do believe Baker said if you are going to late swap, it would be to the Colts Chargers game is what he liked.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you're behind, get off the Cowboys, commies, and you're fine.
Yeah.
That's it. you're saving ownership there. There you go.
I mean, at that point, if you're going to late swap off your Dak doubles, you just go to Herbert. You could go to Herbert. Honestly, if you want to beat the field, you're probably going to go to Jordan Love or Daniel Jones doubles at that point.
I mean, we've seen the upside of Danny Dimes, so I mean, yeah, I certainly don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. So again, here, and the Commanders guys are carrying a little bit of ownership. Chris Moore at 20%. We're looking at. Let me just bring it up here.
I get it with the price, so I don't have a problem with that.
Your lowest owned Commander receiver would be Luke McCaffrey. So if you're looking he did catch a touchdown last week, and so did Chris Moore. So these guys can still play football, and like the Bears defense is better than the Cowboys defense, and that game had rain. So
yeah,
man, there's some ugly clicks out there.
Or Jalen Lane.
Yeah.
The other creative player that's catching passes from Jaden Daniels.
Right. And again here, just I like the Chargers pass catchers. I mean, you kind of mentioned it a little bit. the Indianapolis pass catchers. If you want to play some Michael Pittman here, 5,100 in the that game could shoot out. But again, here just taking a look.
It has the chance. It has the chance. I mean, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the Patriots pass catchers
Yeah, who do
because
you
I have
like?
such high interest in Drake May. I think we can go back to Booty. I think we can still go back to
Yeah,
Booty.
dude, nobody's playing either one of them. So I think if you want to do that, you're fine.
Yeah, I think Booty gives you the higher touchdown equity because I play on FanDuel. So it's like, what am I going to do with 7 catches for 70 yards with Steph Diggs on FanDuel?
Right.
So I
Yeah.
think if you want the touchdown upside, you got to go to Booty and Hunter Henry. But yeah, that's probably the only person I have interest in. Stephon Diggs does have a Q tag with a chest injury, but I don't think we have to worry about that too much. But yeah, I mean, there are big hitters on this slate that we could take advantage of. Again, the Justin Jeffersons of the world are coming in at 1/3 of the ownership as CeeDee Lamb. I mentioned
Facts.
Jordan Addison again. I Slim Reaper as opposed to AJ Brown. I mean, like there's paths you can go on this slate that we know if we put these guys in our lineup, they have the capability of breaking 120 and 2 easily, and no one will be on them. So
I'm
there's
gonna
a
give
lot of paths to being contrarian.
I'm gonna give you the grossest take that you'll probably hear all year. If you want like a 3K crapper or pretty close to it, and you don't want to play Chris Moore, um, Van Jefferson got a lot of tout playing for Titans, and he got a lot of targets last week. I'm not saying it's pretty,
Not
but
Van Jefferson.
Van Jefferson.
Are we
And
confirmed? Are we confirmed that DJ Moore is playing? Because I really wanted to play some Luther Burden.
I thought they said he was in.
I wanted it to be Luther Burden season. I really wanted that to happen.
Let me see what they have. They have DJ Moore as in.
Damn you, DJ Moore. Damn you to hell. I was going to play the hell out of some Luther Burden.
Yeah, but I mean,
large field, I still might.
Yeah,
I still might.
Large field, it's a move for sure.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. Not whatsoever. I guess do we miss anybody?
No, I mean, again, the Bears guys, again, weather concern. Nobody's probably playing Roma Dunze.
They should be playing some Roma Dunze, but here we are.
Again, weather concerns. Like I feel like Jalen Waddle is never going to get priced up or down. Again, weather. Again, weather. Yeah. We kind of mentioned the secondary pieces. Again, I like Sutton. I like Worthy. If you can get the Packers wide receiver right, you're probably good. Like Arizona sucks.
Is playing Russian roulette just the same way we do with the Chargers guys tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean the Chargers guys. Keenan Allen's snaps have been going down a lot, which is kind of helpful. Even with Johnston out last week, they were still down. And I don't know. Like I said, I had heard a report that Ladd was dealing with an injury that he may be kind of finally getting over. Again, it was the Dolphins. But again, if I'm playing Chargers guys, I'll probably just play the 2 younger guys and call it a day.
Fair. All right, let's knock out tight end, where for obvious reasons Zach Ertz is being steamed because again Jaden Daniels is throwing to a bunch of creative players, and Zach Ertz is been the modicum of consistency at the tight end position. And then Trey McBride, of course, solid as usual. And then another one that's catching steam is, yeah, I get it, Garrett Wilson's out, but Mason Taylor.
I think that's Baker. Baker did like Mason Taylor.
Yeah, I'm going to pass.
Do you just kind of go back to Michael Mayer here and call it a day?
I have zero problem with playing Michael Mayer.
I mean, in a game that you figure he's the easiest bring back option in that offense, right?
Yes, 100%.
So, yeah, again here, tight end. I like Trey McBride now that Brissett is in. Is that fair?
Yes.
Like I
Yes,
didn't
that makes that play 10 times better.
like I didn't like him with Kyler Murray, but with Jacoby in there, like I may pay up.
That's right. That's right. This is definitely a pay up type of situation. I
Um,
can get behind that 100%.
again, weather, but Harold Fannin Jr.
Yeah, no Njoku. Yeah, I get that. That's fine.
In Miami sucks against tight ends. They're third worst in the league against tight ends. They're pretty awful.
Yeah, if Dylan Gabriel is attempting passes tomorrow, it's probably to Harold Fannin.
Like, and let's be real, if he's attempted in decent weather, he barely threw the ball past 10 yards. In this weather, he's probably going to throw the ball 5 yards. So again here, I don't really like him for his price on DraftKings. He's at 3,900. I wish that was kind of lower because you could spend an extra $200 to get up to Hunter Henry. So I may just try to find the $200. But if you can't, I don't hate the move. If we're just being honest with ourselves, Tyler Warren is probably just to play every week.
I mean, every week it's probably Tyler Warren, isn't it?
It's probably just Tyler Warren. He's going to get you your
Yeah.
12 to 13 points. He has rushing upside. Like what the fuck? But
Seriously.
yeah. Again, here, if you're looking at teams that are bad against the tight end, and I do use this a little bit of a chart that they do have here on ETR that is pretty decent. They had Cincinnati as the worst team against tight ends, and 3 of them caught touchdowns on Thursday. And Pittsburgh is second worst, and a tight end caught a touchdown against Pittsburgh. So I do trust the guy here. The Packers are actually 4th on this list, and then after the Packers would be the Panthers. So again, here that Taylor pick, Justin Fields is just so bad at football.
Justin Fields is really bad at football.
He's dust.
73 passing yards last week. 73 in an NFL game, sir.
Yeah. Again, he was going up against the number 1 defense, but man, he's just so
I don't
bad.
want to hear it.
He's just so bad.
The tight end that's been on an absolute bender. Can we please talk about Dallas Goedert?
Yeah, I think it's a good play.
Like, no one's playing him.
Nobody's playing. So the 2 tight ends that can wind up as 1 and 2 tomorrow, Dallas Goedert and Tucker Kraft. Nobody's playing them.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So again, here, basically for tight end, if you're at this point, if you're not paying up for McBride or Warren, if you want to join the field with Hurts, I don't hate it. Just know that whatever field you're in, he's probably going to be 15 to 20% owned, which is gross. But again, the Cowboys are bad at football, so he could get 5 for 50 and a touchdown, and you're like, oh, okay. Like, so, yeah, again, tight end, you just play what you want to play here. You
got the pivot play in the snake.
Yeah, nobody's playing.
No one's going to play the snake.
Nobody's playing the snake.
So, I mean, you got choices. This is, now that I'm looking at it in more in depth and talking through this with you, Chill, this is going to be a actual fun slate because there is so many contrarian ways you can go.
I got the tight end. I got the tight end play. I got it.
Is it Arade Gadsden?
No, this tight end has the revenge game. And it's going along with the theme I've had going today.
Well, wait, hold on. The revenge.
He's got the revenge game.
And it's going along with a theme.
Yeah, it's a game that I like that's not going to be owned.
Talk to me.
Evan Ingram.
Oh, the Evan Ingram revenge game. That's facts.
I just saw it.
Facts.
I'm like, and no, he's 4K on DraftKings, so it's not like he's priced up, and nobody's playing him.
That's facts. That's facts. Hey, you know who's back, Chill? Weapon X.
I can't.
You can't. But
I can't.
there's a certain part of you. There's a certain part of all DFS players that scroll past Taysom Hill and go, maybe,
I can't.
maybe.
I just can't. His touches are just so
remember when he broke the slate against the Browns?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Was he? I loved it when he was playing quarterback, and you could play him at tight end.
Yes. It was like literally you had to play him. That was good times.
He was like 80% owned.
Oh, he was like 98 in the $100 single that week. I'm like, what one person in this contest was like, yeah, I'm not playing Taysom Hill.
Baker.
Like, yeah. Baker would pull some shit like that.
Baker,
no doubt about it.
Yeah, but
no doubt about it.
Yeah, I mean, tight end as we kind of say every week. Just play what you want. If I'm paying up, I'm going to pay up for McBride if I'm paying up. So I'll probably play him over Warren. I don't feel great about it, but I would play McBride over Warren.
Excellent. All right, tight ends. Let's slap. I mean, tight ends. Defense. Let's slap it real quick. Broncos, Panthers, Patriots.
Yeah, that's
what else?
That's what I got as the guys. You want to play the Browns or Dolphins defense? Sure. I don't know. Like it's. I don't know if they're going to get you turnovers, but sure.
I mean, the score will be low enough.
Yeah, I don't. If I have money to pay for the Chiefs, I don't mind the Chiefs in this spot.
Chiefs are a good one as well.
Gino's been a turnover machine.
Yeah, like the Broncos on FanDuel are 4,300, and they're coming in as the chalk. But again, $500 or $600 less, you can play the Panthers against the Jets.
Facts.
Like anybody that plays the Jets, you can sign me up. Like I'm sorry, it's just going to happen.
Yeah, let me look on FanDuel here at their stuff.
Oh, no one's playing the Panthers tomorrow, which cracks me up.
Yeah, FanDuel. Yeah, nobody's playing. Yeah, and honestly, like in terms of value, like they're tied for third in terms of value, which is good. They're tied with the Browns. So they're
Browns 3,900.
Yeah, per this, I mean, and they're like 1/4 the ownership as the Browns. Honestly, on FanDuel, I think if I could just get there, I would just get up to the Patriots defense.
Just go all the way up to 5K. Play the Patriots.
Yeah, nobody's playing the Patriots defense on FanDuel, kind of from what it looks like. If you can't get there, man, if you want to sell me on playing the Jets defense as well, the Jets defense is the best spot of their team. And let's just not pretend that Bryce Young is all suddenly good at football. We've seen where this man is a franchise QB. We've seen where he's almost getting benched a couple weeks ago. Again,
you spit facts.
Yeah.
Defense fit what you can fit. We don't really care.
Yeah, Kansas City's defense for 4,500 on FanDuel seems, and again they're coming in at like second, ownership here, but
yeah, if you can get there, yeah, of course, I wouldn't mind that. But again, I think I'm just gonna take the running discount at 3,700 with the Panthers and trust that Justin Fields is ass.
Yep. Yep, that's fair.
It's the route. All right, chill. Before we get into the bold takes, of course, for today's slate, technically, because I know you're going to be waking up to your morning coffee and your bagel, however you indulge in DFS content. Just make sure before that happens, you hit that subscribe button like we asked. And we greatly appreciate all of those that listen in on the podcast streets and the YouTube streets. So chill. I need something bold from you. And I need your favorite stack of the week.
Bold. All right. Let's just do stacks first. My favorite low own that nobody's gonna play stack. I'll just say Bo Nix and Cortland Sutton. Again, ugly clicks, but I just do like that. Just do like that stack for some reason. And then favorite kind of pay up stack, which I don't think anybody's gonna be playing. I just like the I'll just give you the game. I like the Philly Minnesota game for whatever reason is a game I'm probably going to be targeting. So like I may have some Wentz, I may have some Hurts, I may have like that game. I like that game personally.
For sure.
Bold take: the Miami Dolphins will upset the Cleveland Browns.
It's not bold.
And they're the underdogs.
You're right.
Right?
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
They're going to win a game in below 60-degree weather, which they've never done under Mike McDaniel. They'll win like 3-2.
Now there's the bold take. 3-2. Book it.
I guess my actual like kind of the serious bold take is that Judkins results in bad chalk.
I will piggyback off that and say Breece Hall results in bad chalk.
We're gonna look like geniuses or just assholes tomorrow,
or just complete dumbasses. Like the chalk's the chalk for a reason, idiots.
Yeah, we're channeling in our inner Christian Baker right now.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. My bold call is that the Patriots in the Mike Rabel revenge game hangs 40+ on the Titans.
Nice. Yeah, Baker's locking Quinshon.
Yeah. And then my favorite stack is I think I'm just going to stick with either the Drake May stuff with Booty and Hunter Henry, and then I get to pay up at other spots, or the Jalen Hurts stuff. I like Jalen Hurts plus Dallas Goedert plus the Slim Reaper tomorrow.
Hey, unrelated note, because I just saw like these other text messages. Baker's with me and Bo Nix. He likes Bo Nix doubles with Sutton and Mims.
Well, if he was here, I would take him Drake May versus Bo Nix right now.
I'll take that. Me and Bake. I'll take that on behalf of Bake. Me and Bake will roll Bo Nix.
All right, I'm down with it. But yeah, I think that's gonna be a wrap for tonight. Obviously, we wish you all the best of luck in your contest tomorrow. Make sure that you hit that like and subscribe on the way out. For Baker, who is currently finishing up work, I think, for Chill, I've been your host, Sully Ali Shaheed. We're going to go ahead and close up the shop, and we'll see you all. Thanks for listening. Peace.